Vechain or VET project began from a private and committed blockchain operations framework and presently fills in as a multi-useful public blockchain network. Vechain is the immediate consequence of a creative group that comprehended the need and request of the market and prepared for an all-inclusive stage reasonable for organizations. At this point, Vechain gives different arrangements that permit traditional industry players to incorporate high-level blockchain arrangements. One of the advantages of the Vechain stage is the adaptability that makes it more straightforward to follow a particular processing plant item to the end client. In 2023, drink and dress groups kept putting resources into the Vechain stage to receive blockchain-based rewards and grow their business activities later on course. Presently, we should address the essential outline, benefits, verifiable cost execution, and determined value forecast of Vechain. Subsequent to hitting a 2-year low of 1 cent, the cost of Vechain has begun to switch down. Nonetheless, it is as yet workable for the digital money to test the lower levels. During the past couple of meetings, the cost went sideways. It shows that the bulls are not prepared to lose the fight. That essential outline. Sent off in 2015, Vechain functions as a blockchain-based project. The underlying business sector impression of Vechain was that it flourishes with blockchain innovation and item following that clients can coordinate onto their gadgets as chips, RFID trackers, or QR codes. This instrument to incorporate item information into shrewd chips delivered more information dependability than any other time in recent memory. The goal of Vechain is to upgrade store network processes, further develop item security, validation, and check and proposition insurance against forging. Truly, the underlying progress of Vechain and coordinated factors increased the expectation. At last, Vechain figured out how to lay out a market presence as a head blockchain specialist co-opus for a large number of organizations in various businesses. As of now, the objective of Vechain is to make a strong, dependable, and straightforward dispersed biological system that works for organizations and guarantees a perfect progression of data across organizations. In a brief time frame, the Vechain project has become well known for its ever-evolving cooperation drives with prestigious partnerships like Microsoft, Well Shop, Shanghai Gas, H&M, and BMW Gathering. How Vechain hangs out in the crypto market. Blockchain innovation is the primary structure block that powers Vechain. Through blockchain innovation, Vechain needs to reform endeavor scale tasks and impact market changes. Furthermore, as opposed to biased market insight, the blockchain innovation of Vechain stretches out past use instances of the digital money. All things being equal, Vechain works as a stage that keeps on pushing outdated limits through blockchain productivity that utilizes a high-level calculation. With Vechain, ventures can access and utilize an additional proficient and dependable option as opposed to adhere to conventional arrangements. Any business that needs to grow its advanced impression in banking, medical services, or in another area will track down Vechain important. In banking, Vechain can assist chiefs with understanding conditional way of behaving as well as the monetary limit of an individual or firm to conclude whether it ought to concede a help or credit. With regards to DLT and IoT advancements, Vechain keeps on being at the bleeding edge and needs to drive positive change in the business. Vechain, at its center, stands apart on the grounds that it needs to assist organizations with coordinating viable IoT and DLT arrangements. A typical client may not understand it, however, it is difficult to isolate blockchain innovation and IoT. All things considered, the two innovations guarantee synchronized endeavors and prepare for proficient and practical information following apparatuses. You can anticipate that Vechain should turn out to be more well-known and offer mastery in IoT and blockchain innovation and give coordinated advantages. With additional essential organizations, Vechain currently partakes in a powerful situation on the lookout. Yet, Vechain isn't simply associated with coordinated factors and production network accomplices. As a matter of fact, it presently shapes vital organizations with different ventures to offer proactive and tech-driven arrangements. Vechain Foundation. In the beginning phases, Vechain became utilitarian as an enemy of falsifying and store network the board framework energized by IoT and blockchain advances. Toward the finish of 2017, rebranding endeavors began and Vechain upheld decentralized applications. Vechain establishment is an enrolled non-benefit firm in Singapore and deals with the whole undertaking. Beginning around 2017, the Improvement Group has had great lawful help to make a thorough guide and move the venture in an ever-evolving course. Right all along, Vechain establishment needed to construct uniform associations with significant industry players across the world. Before the send-off of its blockchain innovation came into the image, the Vechain project previously had colossal outcome in the store network area. Truth be told, Vechain was considered as an exceptionally proficient blockchain-based arrangement by the Chinese government. Yet, since China has prohibited ICO, Vechain hasn't gotten the opportunity to offer an underlying coin offering. As the legitimate circles become more dubious in China, Vechain figured out how to discount Chinese members during the early ICO stages to meet the lawful necessity. After cost decrease in August and September, be that as it may, the bounce back ended up being brief. Not long after the drawn-out downturn, the cost of VET began to stir things up around town at $0. Be that as it may, even in the wake of shutting at $0, 2020 turned into a development-driven year for Vechain. Be that as it may, in February 2020 onwards, VET again hit a new low of $0. Luckily, in June 2020, VET figured out how to push the obstruction and hit the greatest cost of 2 cents. By late October 2020, the cost of the VET had begun to recuperate and eventually shut at 2 cents toward the finish of 2020. VET value forecast 2023, as indicated by our cost forecast model joined with specialized market examination. You can anticipate that the VET cost should be around 16 cents toward the finish of 2023. The most extreme estimated cost of VET might reach 19 cents. Also, in the event that market capitalization and market development proceeded, you can anticipate that VET should pass the boundary of 19 cents mark. VET value expectation 2024. By 2023, the determined value expectation of Vechain is supposed to be positive all through 2024. By and large, you can anticipate that the VET cost should settle at around 20 cents in 2024. With regards to the base value forecast of Vechain, the worth might come down to 19 cents. In any case, as long as the ongoing business sector cost of the VET holds up, you can hope to see all the more long-haul benefits for financial backers. VET value forecast 2025. Albeit the drawn-out cost expectation method of Vechain isn't 100% exact. The gauge costs indicate a significant flood. Our specialized examination proposes that the Vechain cost might hit 21 cents toward the finish of 2025. That very year will likewise bring more open doors and opportunities for the Vechain organization. All through 2025, you can hope to see reliable value development of VET in a vertical direction in Q4 2025. Overall, you might anticipate that VET should raise a ruckus around town mark toward the finish of 2025. With regards to long-haul cost expectation, the base and most extreme anticipated worth of VET might go from 24 cents to 29 cents toward the finish of 2025. From that point onward, Vechain would probably observe a steady cost for the following 4-5 years. VET value expectation 2026 to 2030. Like 2023, 2024, and 2025, 2026 and following years show a hopeful cost increment of Vechain. With exclusive standards appended to the Vechain project, the market capitalization and standard reception of the blockchain organization of VET appear to be unavoidable soon. As referenced before, the gauge cost expectation for VET later 2025 would almost certainly balance out at 29 cents from 2026 to 2030. Assuming that the economic situation stays stable, you can see VET pick up more speed in 32 cents. At this stage, Vechain will undoubtedly create critical benefit and high return for capital invested for long-haul financial backers, as indicated by our cost